We're rolling?
We're rolling.
All right, what are we starting with, Dill?
I don't know. I was hoping you had some.
You threw me for a loop when you came on your official visit that Sunday you were leaving. You were like, all right, Coach, I'll see you later. I'm like, hey, you ain't commit? All right. And you got to the elevator, and you looked at your dad, and you go, oh, yeah, hey, Coach, I'm committed.
Because me and my father, we talked about it earlier. But he was like, I ain't going to say nothing unless you want to say something. He was like, we know you coming here, so you can either wait and tell him, or you can just do it now.
Yeah, you did me dirty. You did me dirty. My heart was in my heart was in my stomach. I'm like, there's no way. That was funny though. That's good. I just love the aggression that he played with, you know. And during the recruiting process, like you said, I talked a lot with his dad, a lot with his high school coach, and just being able to build a relationship through them and getting him on campus was really big. And this was the only place you visited, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So getting him up here was big, and you know, I think we had a really good time and showed him how we're going to be able to develop him and how we're going to be able to mold him into the player that he wants to be, to hopefully playing on Sundays here in a couple of years' time. So,
just doing like the recruiting process, I ain't really talked to coaches, but for some reason I just always talked to him. And then I think once I came up here, I was like, yeah, this is a cool guy. Ever since that, I just wanted to come here.
you know, I think this is a position that by nature is a very selfish position. And I've been places where there's selfish running backs and they try to do their own thing and they worry about the way that they grow. And that's not what the culture in our room is. I think that, you know, we have really good players in our room that all obviously want to be on the field. But, I mean, we're out at walkthrough and, you know, Dilin's talking to Didi about his footwork or how he's taking a handoff. And then Didi's talking to Dilin about a route that he ran. And so it's really cool. And, you know, I think the best thing about all of it and the thing I'm most proud of is the bond that they've created and how they all hang out with each other outside of the room. So I think it's really, really cool to be a part of. Well, I've learned that Dilin is Dilin at all times. Dilin could make 9 people miss. He could run through the last 2 guys. He could break a 95-yard touchdown. He's going to score, and he's going to be like this the whole way. And I'm going to be more hyped for Dilin than Dylan's going to be, and I'm going to be losing my mind. You're just going to hit me with one of these. Thanks, Coach.
I say with Coach, I say he's at 100 at all times, no matter what it is. It's a homework assignment. We on the field, walk through. No matter what it is, he's at 100.
Something you should know about Dilin is Dilin has the utmost amount of confidence I think I've ever seen inside of a tailback, which is very important to play this position. He believes in himself. He's determined. He wants to be great. He's going to be great. There's no task that he cannot handle on the field. You know, 4th and 55, he's asking for a run play probably. So that's something that I admire about him and something that's going to take him really far.
I say with Coach, he really cares about the game and the players that he coaches. He shows his love. He understands the game crazy to me. He got to be a head coach one day.